Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, swing voters are feeling rage and despair over a second Trump term. If you've been watching the show for a while, you guys know I like to keep an eye on what swing voters are saying in the focus groups that are conducted by ACAST. The people in these focus groups are voters who went for Trump in 2016 and then they voted for Biden in 2020. So, here's what they had to say during focus group segments, particularly when they were asked about Trump's third indictment at the beginning of August. So this was about the indictment over his efforts to overturn the election, the Jack Smith indictment, the DOJ indictment. Now, what concerned me was that about half of these participants had no understanding, no comprehensive understanding about what was in this indictment. And so to, refresh everyone's memory, this was about, like I said, the attempt to overturn the election. It was the coup, the fake electors plot, pressuring Mike Pence, etc. Well, when they were asked if they agree or disagree with Trump's argument that he has a First Amendment right, a freedom of speech right to do what he did, 11 out of the 13 participants said no. So that was heartening. They don't buy that. Right. And that even included some participants who hope Trump will win again in 2024. So that did give me a bit of hope. Another concerning part, though, was when they were asked if they believe that Trump will be reelected. More than half said yes. 7 out of the 13 said they believe that Trump will become president again, and they gave various reasons. Some said that they fear that Biden hasn't done enough to inspire voters to show up. They also cited Trump's strong base of support and the fact that they think that a lot of voters are just going to stay home because you have, again, Trump and Biden on the ballot. I think some of it too is probably some PTSD from 2016, where people just think, oh my God, here we go again. And then here's the one word or phrase they each used to describe how they'd feel if Trump is reelected in 2024. So I'm just going to list them all off. Quote, somewhat better, optimistic, nauseated, oh boy, rage, despair, fear, relieved, indifferent, exhausted, concern, dread and hopelessness, worried. So it seems that the vast majority understand it would be a huge danger to the country if Trump is reelected, but there are obviously a few that are okay with it. So you've got the majority not happy about Trump being reelected, but then you have some that are, maybe a little happy about another Trump presidency because they're not really that excited about how it's going with Biden at the helm. Now, here's what really blew my mind. When they were asked if they believed that Trump would incite another uprising, like a January 6th uprising, if he loses again in 2024, only 8 out of the 13 said yes. So 5 of these people still don't get it. Either they're not really aware of the threats being made by his supporters, or perhaps they think that his supporters have been sufficiently deterred with the January 6th arrests. I'm not sure. And I should point this out. I typically like the way the ACAST interviewer poses the questions. He's usually pretty good about phrasing them in a way that's not going to lead them in any direction, but giving them the facts so that they can make an informed decision and that it informs their answer. However, I think he provided some misleading introductions and information when he was asking the questions about the indictment. So, for example, he told participants that this indictment was about January 6th. That's not at all the case. It is only tangentially related to January 6th in regard to Mike Pence being pressured not to certify the election. The rest of the indictment is strictly about what Trump and his allies did in the months leading up to January 6th and even after January 6th, and their alleged illegal actions to try to overturn the election. And I bring this up because I think we all have to be very clear, when we're talking to people, especially Trump supporters, we have to be clear so they understand this has nothing to do with freedom of speech and what he said. It's about what he did and what others did that make it a crime. It's the actions that they took to overturn the election, not the January 6th attack on the Capitol and whether or not he incited the riot. I believe he did. We all, most of us do believe that he did, but that is not what that indictment is about. And I think that that was the wrong way for him to go about phrasing it. And I think it was misleading, like I said, and it may have distorted the views and the outcome of the answers in this Engage Us group, in this, survey of sorts. So anyway, guys, I will let you know when and if I hear more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please donate if possible. Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.